afternoon to the great panelists who are here today. So it's going to be, I can assure you, it's going to be really, really very immersing 1 hour experience for all of us. So we have logistics, biggest logistics company here. We have got the biggest super energy corporation here. We have the biggest information technology company giving our technology services to railways. Crisp representation here. We have Railtel. We have BBNL. So you have an amazing, I think from all the diverse domains Government of India can talk about, we have it here. So I'm sure we're going to have a very engaging 1 hour session. So, Lily ma'am, I'll start with you. I'm so sorry, you said. So I think we should congratulate Lily ma'am. She's just coming back from seminar, ETCIO, and I don't think so I can ask questions after that because she'll tell you what she did there yesterday.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much. It's a punishment when you have to speak first sometimes. Yesterday I had gone for the ETCIO awards and there we had submitted our submission. FSSAI being a regulator, food regulator, so we are, basically we developed licensing software, online solutions, which has all the features and traceability, payment, Infonet, the lab management system, online approval of the application forms. So all the facility, the third-party audit, all the facility that you could think of is there in the applications. Earlier, you might be knowing that it was an offline license generation platform. So we were nominated in 2 categories. One was the enterprise software development, end-to-end delivery, and other was in the PSU and government sector. And FSSAI.
Congratulations, ma'am, a lot.
So, yeah.
So, of course, now a very difficult question for you, ma'am. So, you've reached wherever you've reached, and you've got awarded also. What is your next 1 or 2 years plan, and then maybe a long-term plan on your digital journey, ma'am? What next for you?
Okay. So as far as digital transformation is concerned, yeah, you're right that we have reached a level of saturation, but now we want to go more into the cybersecurity, on the network and on the application side, forensic, forensic audit is there. So we are basically working on the security side. So to add robustness to the application so that there is no, any scene is created. And also we are looking at advanced cloud where we are moving complete application on the Kubernetes.
Thank you, ma'am. After this, are you planning to go for some analytics which will, like your generative analytics, which is the talk of the decade now? I think next 10 years or 7, 8 years we'll be engrossed in that. Yeah. Anything you have thought about it, how food and regulation and safety standards can be looked at on a generative AI and helping you in that?
Oh yeah, it's a very good topic. Yesterday also I was discussing with various vendors who were there. I myself, I have to understand that is there any use case in government sector where Gen AI is being used. We have heard a lot. So we have got a lot of documents which are submitted as part of the application submission, and also there are orders, advisories which are already generated from the FSSAI end. So we are looking at a solution where we would be implementing Gen AI so that the screening of the application becomes easier, and also, people have to look at the lab reports which are very long, which might be 80, 100 pages. So I don't have to go into the report. But using the Gen AI, probably if I have to just look at the parameter level, any value, I might reach that point. And so it becomes very easy to scan the documents rather than, going one by one in a PDF format. So that.
Just to let you know, ma'am, we in IBM have a product called Watson X. And we also are investing a lot. So what we are doing for the organizations here is that we are investing and doing POC and demos and by investment, we are not charging, so that we also find out a use case for you and an ROI or return on value, and then present it to you. So this is what IBM is doing in, just to tell you that for next 4-5 years, that will be the bread, butter, jam for IBM.
Yeah, I've seen that product and it is very impressive. And we would certainly like to have demonstration from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So once, I'm not being partial to women, but I will go to Ritu Naran, ma'am. so, for Concor. Concor has been an IT journey. I mean, we needn't introduce IT to Concor, right? And they're the largest logistic company in India, and actually connecting remotest part and delivering supply chain and delivering everywhere to nook and corner, and also interconnecting all of them. So you have almost all the OEMs working out of your organization. You have a lot of applications. So what next for you, ma'am, now?
Yeah, thanks, Nandini, and thanks for the esteemed panel. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, I'm from Container Corporations. Yeah, we have started our digital journey long back, more than 2 decades. Now, recently we have implemented AI on one of the terminal for complete automation of the train planning, load planning, stack planning, and giving a clear visibility to all customers, all stakeholders. And the ethos of the company is customer value creation. So we are continuously working for that to bring a value to the customers, so that on the fingertips they can have the complete detail about the cargo, and they can track their cargo, and it is visible across all stakeholders in a seamless way. So this has brought not only transparency, but has increased the efficiency. Like, because of the digital systems, we are able to support even the logistic policy of the government. And recently we have launched one more application. It is first mile, last mile mobile application. And it will facilitate all the stakeholders, like for booking their containers online, that will pick up the containers from their doors, and it will deliver to the factories, and after filling that, it will again deliver to ICDs. And this complete process is automation, paperless. And we have introduced AI also inbuilt in that. All document generation, all reading, all alerts, everything is on fingertips of the customers. So this is going to bring a revolutionary change in the logistic industry. And we are pioneer, and we will remain pioneer for many of the IT things which digitalization we have done. And from the country's point of view, like because of our digital systems only, during the difficult period of pandemic, we were able to support the country. We have moved oxygen trains, goods, and everything without hampering even single business from that. And that too, everything was digitalized. So people were working as if it was a normal day for them, and they were not able to even feel any changes has been happened. Throughout lockdowns were there, everything was like not available, but because of the digitalization, we were be able to support the country and to the organization also. So we can say like digitalization and is in the neurals of the business now, and we will continue with that thing only.
No doubt you're a pioneer, ma'am, but you would admit that competition is hotting up, right,
Yeah.
for you. So how does, as a PSU, as Concor, are you planning to bring in technology to help you outside stay ahead of competition?
Yeah, we are pioneer. Of course, sustainability is very, very important, I believe. And as a Concor management, there's a basic vision is there for the digitalization, just not as a compulsion, but also to compete in the market. And it is through inception, right? When nobody was thinking for any digital thing, systems or any platforms like this, we were doing work in the technology, innovation, and we are continuing doing R&D on that. So being a commercial organization also, we have to give the results through automations, and which we had been doing, right? We have all centralized systems not available today around, like we have an e-commerce platform. So everything has been digitalized, and we are able to compete to the market and give better results. And like if you talk about even payments, we ensure payments to be given to vendors within 3 days. So that are the remarks which has been taken by management. Like whatever the commitments are there, they are from the top. So people are educated, people are innovative, people are knowing that they have to deliver, and with the introduction of AI, so definitely efficiency is going to be increased. Like it has already been, like we have implemented AI at one of the terminal, and it has shown a remarkable change in the of the turnover times and all that. So we are able to compete with the other competition in the globally because of the technology and fortnightness of the management.
Thank you, ma'am. So what's your next step towards your digital journey, digital
Yeah,
transformation?
definitely. We have implemented IoT and AI, now generative AI. We are going to continue, and with the blockchain also, it's in the pipeline. So we are making the system more transparent, available to each and everybody. Even for government audits also, we are like, we have digitalized everything. So even auditing is now on the, like people used to take months together to do audit and all that. That has all totally all gone. And in the future, we are going for the blockchain also. So it will further improve the transparency and efficiency in the transparent way.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So over to Chris, Mr. Sir, I want to ask you something. I mean, Chris, of course, is the information system for railways. So from Concur, we come to Chris. So you have a plethora of applications, right? I think, I don't know, runs in hundreds, if I'm not mistaken. Now, so 70, sorry. So 30 less. So, are there any plans to bring them on one platform? Because you anyway, they may be disparate, but at the same time, you're only serving railways. So they, at the end of the day, they are for railways. And what is your plan to get them on a platform? And also your second question, so that what is your roadmap for next 4-5 years in terms of security, in terms of generative AI and emerging technologies? So.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me here and the chance to speak. It's a very long question, so I will not have that much time looking at the clock. So quickly, we have a lot of applications, and you are right, they should be brought into a single or a unified platform. That is being done in two parts. One is the passenger business. There is a project called Super App, which will try to, provide all the services, passenger-related services on a single application. And another one is being built for the freight customer. And as you all may be aware, may not be aware, that our freight is the bread and butter. The passenger actually loses heavily. So then there are a lot of applications which are for internal consumption. And majority of them are related to operation and maintenance, being the control office and IREPS, some of them you already know. They can be integrated to a certain extent because their business processes are quite diverse and different. Maybe the payment systems can be integrated, and the vendor payments can be, as she has rightly pointed out, vendor payments can be speeded up for all across. But then there are external systems like GEM and all that which need to be integrated here. So there is a problem of data, concurrency and same HSN numbers, etc., etc. So let me not go into the problems which we are facing in terms of data. But all said and done, you would have realized that most of the things are dependent on data. And data is oil, but it's mostly crude oil. Unless and until we run the applications and use it intelligently, it is of no use. So that brings me into dependency part of railway businesses. Now they have become very heavily dependent on these IT applications, whichever I am talking about, and the data per se. So to my domain, I am responsible for warning everyone about the risks which come with the consolidation of data, because as you consolidate, your dependence goes up. So some of the risks which I have to look after is application availability, because once you have made your users dependent on your applications, now applications cannot go down even for 15 minutes, some of the applications. And second thing is the data. Data quality is a big issue, as it is getting transferred from the field locations to the central location and then getting analyzed. So all the AI or the analytics depends on the data quality issue. So we are very focused on data quality issues, how it can be safely and in an integrated way transferred and then protected into the central location. And then all this leads to business continuity. Our user, I mean the railways, is not bothered about what the application internally does and what the data is where and all that. They are more focused on the business continuity part of it. So business चलता रहना चाहिए, बाकी सब कुछ आप जो भी करें जैसे भी करें. So these are some of the focus areas where we are going. In terms of AI and all that, we have been using artificial intelligence for long. I mean, in terms of analytics, machine learning and all that. But the focus now is on utility of it. Whether I am able to use my data to deliver a better customer experience, whether the wagon tracking or whatever we are doing is able to give the freight customer real-time information about where my consignment is or the parcel is, and whether I can integrate this with the last mile providers like trucking agencies or the taxi and smaller transport agencies, so that the end-to-end service can be better delivered to the customer and in a predictable manner. Predictive analytics, so that he is not waiting unnecessarily for the consignment, and he has some pipeline visibility, so that he makes his other processes aligned to the delivery process of the consignment. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let me finish with railways then. Manoj Tandon, sir. Railtel. So Railtel is, there is no introduction required to Railtel again. So all the big railway backbone people are here. So railways, sir, you provide, of course, connectivity to railways, but you also are a system integrator where you participate as well. So there is a little bit different question I will ask you. What is it that you are looking at when, and you have a data center as well, I believe, a very big data center where you give infrastructure as a services. So now 3 questions, I guess. So what are your plans to do it in the data center area? Then what are your plans in getting connectivity for railways? And the third is, what do you envisage your role as a system integrator for the rest of the government of India, which you do, sir? It's not only railways, I believe, unlike Chris.
Thank you. Just one data point to start with, that our revenue from railways is only 15%. 85% is other than railways. Though parent is railways, no doubt about it. And we are trying to create differentiation from the market because our position is very challenging and unique also, because one front we are having competition with big telcos. Another front, we are managing competition with niche ICT players. But since we are in both the spaces and as well as trusted by a lot of government sectors and public sectors, so giving ICT solution to a customer, be it is state government, central government or PSU, It makes a difference because we have our own connectivity, we have our own data center, we have our own MPLS, we have our own NOC, and now we have also SOC also. We are offering security operations center also. So we are trying to create differentiation so that we have a mileage over the niche players to give value-added services. A few more data points that we have done a lot of implementation of e-office. E-office is now well known in the government sector. And we have now more than 100 instances of e-office running across various government sectors. Railway is definitely one of the biggest user of e-office in country now. So NIC is offloading a lot of their e-offices applications to us in terms of implementation and the supervision. On the railway front also, we are doing some interesting things, is that we are trying to see what we can offer to railways for signaling automation. I think railway is now the leader industry in terms of expanding the GDP amount every year. And there's a big amount which is earmarked for automation of the signaling network, which has been not done in the last so many years. So we are trying to see whether we can position ourselves, because a lot of people are from the signaling background, telecom background, from railway itself. But we're also, I mean, I was hearing what next. I think we are focusing more on the present. Though next is in roadmap, but we see a lot of challenges in terms of the present situation also. Be it is the paperless office or cyber security, because recently, for example, we have tied up with the IIT Madras to give some unique position, unique products to customers based on the researches. IIT Madras is known for their R&D efforts in amongst all the IITs. On other front also, we are dealing, so one interesting project we picked up a few days back is from Prasar Bharati to digitize entire contents of All India Radio's Doordarshan and offer it to customers on already platform on mobile app. So various problems, we are trying to see that what are the customer issues, what are the business problems they are having. And I think we are known now in the industry for collaborating with various niche players to offer the value-added services and ICT services to customers.
So there you go. You have, so you would be tying up with corporates as well. That is what I heard, right? Going out and tying up or MOUs to get more technology from corporates?
I think I will not them corporate, I will call them niche players. We are running a lot of incubation practices that we are inviting the niche players or startups to host their application in our data center and then have GTM strategy towards market so that we can give them cover up in terms of trust building and all. So we are encouraging a lot of smaller software developers to come to us, and we can offer a customer a better solution by encapsulating through various telecom coverings and all.
Okay, thank you, sir. Abhishek Agrawal, sir. We come to energy now. We know what ESL does. I mean, although it's a new organization, not that old as we're talking to other organizations here. So would like to understand, you're doing a lot of stuff in EV, lighting, street lighting, and energy saving, carbon, everything you're doing there under sustainability. But I would restrict myself here that what are you doing for digital journey? We know what you're doing in India, for India and in India.
Yeah. Good afternoon. The thing is that for me, first thing is that these are my personal views. Okay. Okay. The thing for me, digital transformation is a journey. It is not a destination. So this is my 9th organization. I have worked, luckily by God's grace, I have got all the transformation project in my bed. You talk about automotive, you talk about oil and gas. I worked for dealer management system in Maruti. I worked the entire automation in 90s for Indian Defense. Indian Army is still working on the program. Maruti is still working on the program. I worked for Vodafone, Airtel. Both are still working. Whenever you get a connection, you take the same program which we have developed. So this is a transformation. So the transformation involves the entire organization. It is not a simple project for me. So the thing is that here in ESL also, what we are planning is that we are working on different projects. Say street light you talk about. Street light, we have worked on the centralized control management system where 50% of the street light, we have approximately implemented approximately 1.3 crores street light. Out of that, 65 lakhs are on the central platform. So I can switch on, switch off, I can see water lights are on, off, I can see on the platform right now. These street lights are also, we are trying to go for IoT, but due to finance constraints, we are not able to go ahead. But the main project now we are in smart meters. So smart meter, ESL basic job is to pioneer the technology. We start and the other take the baton from us. So it is a 400 meter relay or something like that. So now we started smart meter, we have implemented in Bihar. So 15 lakhs smart meter we have implemented. We were the first company in India and in abroad. 15 lakhs smart meter nobody has done, prepaid. So we have started. Now we talk about the digital transformation like what we are talking. So our next phase is that we are going to take the consumer data analysis. Right now people are trying only, but we have done certain POCs and we have found out data is crucial. So out of this 15 lakhs meter, our next project is that we are trying to get this data, we are going to analyze. And from that data, only the smart meter data I'm talking. I'm not going into the nitty-gritty of whether the refrigerator is having the smart meter plug or AC is having a smart meter plug. Only from the smart meter data, we are able to collect the data, where we are able to see the fridge is consuming more power. If AC is 10 years old, it is going to consume more power or not. So I'm going to do the predictive analysis on the data. So this is the next project which is in our bed. Another project what we are taking is the energy portfolio management. So I'm doing a business development also for the same project. So as a head IT plus I'm having the business development opportunity for this program. So we are in discussion with different distribution companies. So just to give you an overview, the project is transforming the discoms. Right now also discoms are working on the programs. Different vendors are there where they are purchasing the power. But the revenue of the discom, if they are collecting 100 rupees, out of that 100 rupees they are spending 80 rupees on purchasing the power. So 70 to 80% of the revenue goes into the purchasing of the power. So in that we are entering into the space. We have already partnership with the KPMG and different partners we are having. And we are going ahead to discoms now to get the business. So this program is going to give the guidance to the discoms from where they need to purchase the power and from at what time they need to purchase the power.
How much?
And how much. And here we are integrating the weather data as well as the certain political scenarios are there.
Seasonal festivities.
Data, everything is coming into the picture. And the advantage of this platform as a transformation, what we are thinking is that because right now there are 50 discoms and certain discoms are working individually. But as a central agency, our job is to get entire data and now we will transact between the discoms due to help of the IT. So this is what we are planning right now. And another platform what we are working is we are trying to create a platform called, we are telling internally e-commerce, but yeah, Amazon type of platform where we are going to sell the energy efficient equipments. So all fan, tube lights, etc. we are going to sell it. We have already launched, soft launch we have done it, but yeah, marketing is still has to go. Yeah.
Generation of money there, which you're not dependent on government of India.
Yeah, we are not dependent on government funding, so we have to generate, I guess. That is the thing. Thank you.
So coming to Power Grid Corporation, sir, because railways we finished, now we go over to energy and Power Grid, sir. So, of course, Power Grid, myself, my team is involved and we are talking to a lot of officials for APM but yeah, I would like to understand from you that what are you doing in your digital journey for next in ERP or cloud or APM? So, just wanted to understand from you.
First of all, let me thank ObserveNow for giving us this opportunity. And thank you, Nalini madam. So, to start, actually, at this moment, yes, as you told, APM is our next major, this one, that is asset performance management. So, whatever our transmission assets are there, our transformers are there, circuit breakers are there. So, we are trying to do a life cycle assessment, okay, which equipment is behaving what way. So that is our next major upcoming project. So other than that, of course, we are also thinking to revamp our e-office now, because there also we are on the old platform now. So we have to come up with a new platform also. And other than that, in AM, we are coming up with many new initiatives to go digital. So some of them, for example, we have made a center of excellence for protection systems so that earlier, whatever our sites, we have around 276 substations. So each of these substations will have protection manpower. So now and then, because they need guidance, because managing transmission system protection is really not, it's a tricky business. So basically, there is a chance of errors also, which may lead to the outage of lines. So to help them, what we have done is we have set up a center of excellence, and there we have put experts, so who remotely talk to the site people, and remotely we have gone for headgear, and through that they are able to guide them, okay, what action can be taken. So this is our another project which is going on, and I think that's it at this moment.
For next 5 years,
Yeah.
what are your plans? Can we have because as rightly said, it's a journey. It's an ongoing journey. You reach one stage and then you're going to go another and another and another. So we were talking last 2 years, I think entire panel was spent in last 2 years. I mean, 2 years before on cloud and data.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
we are talking of generative AI and emerging technology. So it goes on. So for you,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just wanted to understand, where do you see power grid in next 2, 3, 4, 5 years?
See, I think we are also going more and more towards adopting the AI. So already we have one homegrown application for tower inspection, because you see we have around 280,000 towers across India, and they are all located remote. So our person goes almost once in 6 months. The person goes to each tower and he carries out the inspection. And after that, based on his inputs, we have to plan for maintenance. So obviously the people who are going, they have their limitations. So there is a chance that they may miss some critical observation. So for that, what we have done is we have gone for AI for something like image processing. The technician goes there and he takes a photograph of the towers from different angles. Then he comes and uploads. So after in our system, and the system automatically analyzes it and then tells you, okay, what kind of faults are there. So this is one application we have recently developed, and we have launched it full-fledged now, and we are finding a lot of advantages of it. So same thing now we want to extend for other this one for diagnostic of equipment. So what level of AI we can use? That's what we are trying to explore, and I think that's what I see, that with time we will be adopting more and more AI techniques for diagnostics of our equipment as well as our maintenance planning. So,
Thank you, sir. Gautam Kumar, sir. We come to BBNL. So I don't know whether to call it BBNL or to call something else. Digital India?
Yeah, we can say that way.
So,
The ministry's project
yeah.
from the Ministry of Communication.
Yeah, Ministry of Communication, sir. So you are known as BharatNet, of course, synonymous with that. And we have had phase 1 and phase 2, and I guess there'll be phase 3 as well. So, and you have connected a lot of gram panchayats, and a lot of kilometers, and I don't know how many villages. You will be able to tell us how many gram panchayats. What's your next step for phase 3? What are your plans, and what do you do after when you merge with BSNL, and what are your plans for next 5 years, specifically in your digital journey, and take India to another level with your digital journey?
Okay, ma'am, thank you. As you are aware that, BharatNet is a part of the Digital India project, wherein the BharatNet is to provide the broadband to each and every citizen of the country in the remotest area. BharatNet is nothing but, laying the optical fiber cable in all the about 7.5 lakhs villages. In the phase 1, on phase 2, we could cover only up to the gram panchayat, which was to lay the optical fiber cable up to the gram panchayats in about 2.5 lakhs GPs. But because of the certain limitations, the things could not go the way it was planned. But now, with the new initiative, recently you have heard, you have seen, and it is there in the print media also, that now the project has been handed over to BSNL, wherein they have come up with the 65,000 crore tender for completion of the BharatNet project in the phased manner. It will have about three-tier activity. First activity will be to provide internet, and that will be provided by the BSNL itself. And then the second tier is that it will take care of the middle mile connectivity, right, say from the Gram Panchayat to the block level, wherein the private players will have a lot of activities or lot of action plans for them, and they can rope in with BSNL, provide their own services for operation and maintenance of the project, especially like GIS and all those things will come up. Even perhaps you'll find a lot of scope for generative AI activities, especially when they are on board on the BharatNet project. The last year is the providing the actual services to the common masses, wherein the local youths will have to be put on board. They will be taken on board as part of this project. They will be called Uddimis. So these Uddimis will provide broadband connectivity and also will sell the bandwidth for all the ISPs, TSPs, and any industry who wants broadband connectivity for their own services. So these are the activities for the next 4 or 5 years. Hopefully this project will come up to their expectations, and will be at par with the rest of the world in terms of digital connectivity.
So I hope industry has noted down number of zeros there for the last phase, which Government of India is going to give it to BSNL. So over last but not the least, Ravish, you and me are between their lunch, right? Yeah. So I want to ask you, all who matter here are here today, right? The big spenders and the organization, and you're the only one there from corporate. So I want to ask you, how can you help all of us sitting here, not me of course, but all of us sitting here as a panelists, that with your low code, no code application, how do you foresee yourself in PSUs helping them out, building up their digital journey for next 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, so it'll kind of become a pitch now.
I know that's a very sweet spot question for you.
Thank you. Like ma'am said, it's tough to start and it's even tough to finish. Thank you, and thank you very much for this opportunity. Like you said, all the dignitaries are here, are where we heard them talking about digital transformation is not just something that you're doing as a project, it's a journey. And we also heard them about saying that it's not just about what we are delivering to the consumers, it's also about internal consumption, like from the Chris that we got inputs. And it's also about talking about the present problems and then trying to solve the present, like Tandon sir rightly said. So addressing these, where when you're trying to do a digital transformation, all you have to see is, as an organization, are you trying to accumulate the tools that you require? Like, for example, if you want to do the application development, you want to do Gen AI, do you have, either it can be one single platform, or do you have the right tools within you as an organization to take up that journey? Like, for example, as an application development, one of the tools that the industry that I come from is the no-code, low-code platform, where as simple as inspections that pump from the power grid, right? So if you have to develop them, something takes 6 months, and if something takes 6 weeks, we should try to adopt a technology which actually takes 6 weeks. So every other case, not just an application development, Gen AI, there are platforms which are done without any kind of traditional coding that you're trying to do. And every aspect, try to pick up a tool which is helping internally to the organization and adopt them so that you have right tools with you for your digital transformation. So like Reltel said, trying to get the corporates, I like the word niche technologies. So have the niche technologies within the organizations and adopt them so that your digital transformation is faster. So like I said, something that can happen in 6 months, if it can happen in 6 weeks, adopt to that. So all the dignitaries here can look for technologies in every aspect which can bring you things faster so that we can grow faster. So that's the submission from my side.
Thank you, Ravi.